Show me what you got.
How's it going, guys and geeks? Welcome back to the Geek Critique Show. My name is Dakota, and today we'll be talking about mutants. Specifically their relation with the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the new series, Runaways, which takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So there will be minor spoilers for Runaways throughout this video, just be warned. We may be far closer to seeing our first instances with mutants and or the mutant gene pop up in the MCU than we previously thought. We'll most likely see them show up at the very latest during Phase 4, but it's possible Marvel could squeeze in some last-minute filming to allow for some post-credits scenes wherein the mutants are introduced in either Infinity War or its untitled sequel. That said, TV may be the quicker method to push out the notion of mutants existing in the MCU instead of miracles, gifted individuals, or inhumans, and we may even begin seeing the word mutant pop up in random places, like this week's episode of Runaways. Episode 9 of Season 1, titled Doomsday, dropped the very first instance where the word mutant was used in the MCU ever. And again, spoilers for Runaways. And while the word is used, don't take this image that appeared online shortly after the episode's debut at face value. I'm sad to say that it is a fake. But the word did appear, just not in the way that everyone kind of expected that it might have. Never in the episode is it explicitly stated that Molly Hernandez is a mutant like her Runaways comic book counterpart, Molly Hayes. Her character is the biggest departure in the series, as her parents were all but written out of the show, having not been able to use the backstory that they were mutants like they were in the comic run, which would have rendered their place in the Pride organization just a tad useless anyway, so it makes sense that they were left out. Regardless, after earlier introducing some strange rocks that were being mined at a secret fault line beneath Los Angeles, Gert ushers in the very first usage of the word mutant in MCU history.
Exploding hydrogen. Mutant fungus.
And sure, mutant fungus is a long shot from actually attributing someone's super abilities to the mutant gene that gave the X-Men their powers, but it's certainly a start. For those of you who follow comic book movies and TV news pretty closely, this should come as no surprise to you, but Marvel and Fox have a long and messy history with the word mutant in particular, which is why Marvel has entirely strayed from uttering it in the MCU at all for almost 10 years. Because Marvel was in dire straits in the 80s and 90s, about to go bankrupt, they sold the rights for a lot of their bigger characters, like the X-Men, Spider-Man, the Hulk, etc., to different movie companies like Fox, Sony, and Universal, to be adapted for film and TV. However, after the success of the Fox-produced X-Men film in 2000, Marvel created a TV series called Mutant X in 2001, which lasted for 3 seasons. Obviously, Fox sued Marvel, and then Marvel countersued Fox, and it's just a mess. But since then, Marvel and Disney have skirted around the word and term mutant anything, for fear of being heavily sued by Fox. Coincidentally, just a few weeks after the news that Disney bought Fox assets, like the Fox-owned Marvel character rights, Marvel TV has dropped the word into one of their episodes for Runaways, Doomsday, which we just mentioned. Seeing as how the TV show Runaways is the latest series to have wrapped production, having only finished filming around October 2017, they likely knew by the time this episode was being filmed that the potential for Disney to buy the Fox assets was a thing, so likely they filmed multiple takes on this particular scene just so that they could tease that to fans who are clamoring for such a reveal like this, that being our first ever mutant in the MCU. Contextually, the phrase and word is just out of place, and it's entirely possible it could have easily been removed from the episode had this deal not gone through, and nobody would have been the wiser for it. It literally makes zero sense anyway, because there are no mutant funguses in the series, potentially only mutant rocks. So clearly Marvel is teasing the possibilities that this acquisition allows them. And if you guys aren't watching Runaways, I highly recommend it. It's a really solid teen mystery series with writing on par with Riverdale, but with a Marvel twist. It's a Hulu original series, and the last episode of Season 1 airs next week on Tuesday, so if you want to give the show a try, you really should. It's one of very few series that Jen and I have actually kept up with week after week without fail. And seeing as how this is the very first video that we've posted in 2018, it only feels appropriate to thank everyone who's stuck around for so long. believe it or not, we actually hit 15,000 subscribers just before the end of 2017, literally a day before, and that's incredibly humbling for both of us. We can't believe we ever got that many subscribers, so thank you so much. Thank you all. We're hoping for an even better 2018 here on the channel. If you haven't already seen our Best of 2017 video, or you're new to the channel and you want to get to know Jen and I a little bit better, and see what videos that we posted on the channel we loved most from 2017, please click that video right there. If you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe if you haven't already, and click one of those thumbs buttons for us. It should be right down there, and let us know your thoughts, who you think the very first mutant will be in the MCU. Thanks guys, have a good one.